in Pride, they didn't test for steroids, so all the fans think that we all was juicing over there. They think every fight in Pride was juicing.
Yeah, it was the way they did their drug testing, because I came from being in 2 Olympics and USA Wrestling always had no advance notice drug testing, kind of like what they've been doing the last few years in the UFC. But I came from that. So when I went to Pride and they hand you a paper cup with some Japanese words on it and say, go ahead and go to the bathroom, bring it back when you're done, and you just set it on the table, not even sealed or anything.
Yeah, they didn't even watch you.
It's 100% different than the way that the regulations are with USADA and WADA.
Yeah.
So was everybody juicing in Pride?
Not everybody, but
I'm sure
a lot of people were.
I'm sure a lot of people were.
Yeah, I'd never touched steroids. I've done like testosterone after I fought John Jones when it was okay by the UFC to do it.
I was one of the first to start that. I asked them.
Really?
I was like, I don't want to do that. That's like steroids, isn't it? And found out more about it. It's just replacing your hormones. And then I asked the athletic commission and they said, yeah. So I think I was the first one to open that can of worms, but then everybody else kind of abused it.
Yeah.
Really?
Fucked it up for
Chael Sonnen abused it. I keep it real.
Vitor Belfort's labeled as like the TRT era, right? Like, I mean, he kind of really brought that to a whole new level. He's a legend.
He's the epitome of the poster child of what testosterone can do to your body.
I think he was doing it. I think he was doing it right though. He was doing it smart. Like when I first took it with John Jones, I after the John Jones fight, I felt effects immediately. You know what I'm saying? I got injured in that fight and it healed me up and I felt good. But after that, when I was taking it, I didn't feel anything. I started gaining weight. So I guess I was doing it wrong. Then I just fucked it off. I just stopped doing it.
Yeah, I wasn't doing a lot. Just enough to keep me in the normal range.
Yeah, I mean, you were fighting for a long time, though. I mean, your career span over the course of so many years, and at that age, you were still elite. Do you think-
and they cut it out, too. They just made us quit cold turkey, and I didn't have a problem when I did that. I didn't start feeling my age until I was probably the last couple of years I fought. So I was like 44, maybe. And I was just feeling a little bit where I wasn't recovering fast enough. Mm-hmm. After practice, I'd be laying on the couch and not hanging out with the kids or doing those kind of things. And
Did your training change though when you got older? Because I still want to do some boxing before I get too old. Did you train like less harder or did you?
I trained as intense, but I didn't have to do a lot of the other things that you would do to learn stuff to where you at too. Like a lot of drills and a lot of, just repetitive stuff. I didn't do as much as that. I just did. And I cut back on certain things, but I did my cross training cardio a couple times a week.